Video game reaction time!
Pew pew! Oh, it's time to react to the most anticipated video game, at least for me. I've been waiting for this game for a long time. Cyberpunk 2077. They just released a new deep dive video that actually shows you how to play the game now. And I'm gonna force you to watch this.
You become a Santa Claus. This is gonna
Let's go kill some cyborgs.
What the heck?
Oh my goodness, this game looks freaking phenomenal. I mean, I've seen the earlier gameplay trailer, which I think we'll do a reaction to a little bit later. I was debating whether to put up because, quite frankly, it's very hard R. There's like nudity, there's violence, there's cursing, which means that the video will probably just get blocked or we can't make money from it. But I don't care because honestly, this game looks that good. I think it's absolute contention for Game of the Year. Watching it is going to keep me satisfied until I can finally play it. But I wanted to show you because it's one of those games that you could just sit there and watch someone play. You're just going to be mesmerized too. Yeah, the world looks that immersive.
Wow, I know. I'm always impressed every time you show me this video.
I know. There's some games that where just sit there and you watch. It's awesome, right? Yeah. And this is definitely one of those games.
And it says right there, may contain content inappropriate for children.
Yes, well, they say that for every video. That's an ESRB requirement. I feel like every video game at this point is pretty much inappropriate for kids.
That's right. All right, let's watch this.
All right, and away we go.
Hey V, you all right?
Let's do this.
Give out what this is.
Okay.
Oh my god. I can actually feel like cold.
Cold.
Yeah.
Barry. Johnny.
You Barry? On a le plancher.
What's happening? She get jacked into a... What? Oh. Yes. It's almost like being jacked into like some sort of cyber world. Oh man, what a sick effect.
Where are we?
It's awesome.
Our BBS, Data Fortress. Bridge to the deep net. Beyond, there are no borders. Beyond the black wall.
Oh my god, this game looks so good!
Welcome to the Cyberpunk 2077 2019 Deep Dive video. In last year's gameplay reveal, we showed you our vision for the world of Cyberpunk 2077, its quests, and visual design. This year, we'd like to give you a peek at some of the playstyles you'll be able to adopt as your character progresses through the story.
Here goes nothing.
You're about to see sequences embodying two distinct approaches to playing Cyberpunk. We'll show you a strong solo build, that is, a character who focuses on employing blunt force and taking instant action. And a netrunner build, a playstyle taking frequent advantage of stealth tactics, hacking, and battlefield control achieved using malicious software. Additionally, you'll learn more about Pacific,
Interesting.
one of the game's
Sounds like
districts.
you can go down different classes based off of your build.
And you'll see glimpses of Johnny Silverhand, the digital construct who haunts our main character, V. A word of caution.
That's
Given that the video covers a section of the game
Keanu.
into the main storyline, we have edited the footage to contain as few spoilers as possible. Be aware that the gameplay as presented does reveal characters and locations you'll see while playing the game's main story arc. So watch at your own discretion.
I don't care. Let's watch it. Let's get spoiled.
Where we headed?
Honestly, one of the things I look forward to most is the story. To just
This
deep
way.
dive into this world and understand why
In this
things
video,
are happening.
You'll experience a segment of a quest from the middle of the game. We're currently in Pacifica, one of Night City's 6 unique districts.
You know Pacifica well?
Nah. You guys aren't exactly great at rolling out the welcome mat for outsiders.
It was designed to be a tourist hotspot within the city. As you can see, this didn't pan out. When uncertainty struck the global economy, investors pulled their funding, leaving most
scary
establishments unfinished. It's one of those places where expectations and reality collided, resulting in a heap of disappointment. Ongoing gang wars.
What a
plague this
great
part of the city.
description.
Outsiders don't
Heap
come
of
here.
disappointment.
They don't have to. Even by Night City's standards, it's dangerous to those unfamiliar with it. Taking a casual stroll
Looks
here
like
would
it.
not be a good idea. A fast motorbike or armor-plated car would be the safer option. But places like this have
Wow,
their
so I guess the
advantages.
district is big enough
If
you
you're
can
in
drive
need of rare
around in.
goods or illegal cyberware, Pacifica's bustling local markets are a good place to start your search. The Grand Imperial Mall is a whole other story. It was one of the last developments in Pacifica to lose its funding. Until recently, it stood vacant.
That mall
but now
went
a gang
through a
called the
lot.
Animals has moved in for reasons
Honestly, it's like
unknown.
most malls in America now. Nobody goes to the mall anymore.
In order to earn the trust of the Voodoo Boys, the Animals' rivals.
What the hell?
Could fucking tell me what you plan to do first.
You take job. You do what I say. So you jack in. Now.
Of the many gangs in Cyberpunk 2077, the Voodoo Boys are the most skilled at using the net.
You have now seen Pedrezo Agüe, our subnet.
Why? What for?
You are my vessel now. Through Agüe, I see what you see, hear what you hear.
This mysterious gang of highly skilled netrunners has close ties to the local Haitian community.
You are
So
V.
it's not a good idea to be.
Haitians settled in
Be
Pacifica
working
in
with
the
them.
2060s after natural
Sounds like
disasters
sometimes you
struck
gotta sleep with
and
the
forced
enemy.
them to emigrate en masse. The Voodoo Boys gang formed around this same time, though at a smaller scale. Now the gang effectively rules Pacifica. The Voodoo Boys don't usually work with outsiders. Lucky for us, it seems they're prepared to make an exception this time.
Mr. Hand sent me. Said you got merc work needs doing.
Still, to earn their trust, we need to prove our worth.
Eek.
One of the Voodoo Boys' higher-ups has offered us a mission. We need to infiltrate the Grand Imperial Mall, currently occupied by the Voodoo Boys' deadly enemy, a gang called the Animals.
2035. 07.
Animals.
3 seconds before, poof, the camionette. We try to learn where the camionette come from.
The Animals are not your normal gang. Their presence in Pacifica is suspicious. They value might above all else and wear melee combat implants to raise their prowess in combat. Their beverage of choice is juice, a potent strength and speed-enhancing concoction. As sought-after bouncers, they're usually dispersed throughout.
I
town.
like
As
juice.
skilled street-level business types,
Okay,
they've
the
cornered
Animals
market
are
in
big.
illegal
They are big.
substances and underground
Brawlers.
never-die prize fights. When they converge in one spot,
So the whole idea
it's
is,
for
do you
something
use your
big.
technology
It's then
or do
they
you
appoint
use
the
your
fastest
physical
and
form,
strongest
right? It's like
among them as their
the
ad hoc
alternatives.
leader. In this case,
Both.
it's a woman named Sasquatch.
You need both.
No. As far as I remember, you said no.
Her name is
buffaloes on
Sasquatch.
steroids. Straight up the cost of doing biz.
This is the tech Placide was talking about. It seems non-standard for the Animals. And this is where we come in. Getting to the van won't be easy, but we're more than qualified for the job, which we can complete in one of many ways. The character creation in Cyberpunk 2077 is the kind you'd expect from a full-fledged RPG. You start by choosing your path.
Oh man, these systems oftentimes I struggle with trying to pick one path. I can literally spend a whole day just trying to figure out, do I play this type of character, this type? Oh,
That spans not only your look and style, but also your abilities. Cyberpunk 2077 does not feature fixed classes. Instead, it has a fluid class system that allows players to mix and match a wide range of abilities to suit their playstyle.
yes! I love this. Oh.
So you can gain, you can learn.
So you can
your
basically,
skills.
yeah, you could do whatever you want. Because so many video games, they force you to become like, you're a wizard. right?
You're
Or you're a
just
knight.
specific to
You're
that.
very specific. You can only use magic. In this game, you can mix it up. You want to
That's
fight
good.
up close, you can. You want to use tech,
That's
you
good.
can.
But you have to earn it. You have to learn. That's good.
styles. You can create a strong solo character, a skilled netrunner, or any other hybrid class you can imagine. Let's see how a solo play style in Cyberpunk 2077 might work. Solos prefer a direct approach. They use guns and might to get things done. So let's wreak some havoc. With our enhanced strength, we can strip this turret of its weapon to give the animals a taste of their own medicine. This is how a player investing in solo abilities might live out their Terminator power fantasy. Enhanced strength lets us force open doors. Or grab enemies to use as human shields. We also gain access to powerful melee combat cyberware. So even someone as fast and strong as Sasquatch, the leader of this group of animals, is not impossible to beat for a solo.
Oh,
Has a different
well,
game.
He said
game
it.
over.
Jack in and hack us. Let's see how this plays out.
Proceed. What's going on?
You're being hacked.
Oh, weakness. I see a weakness. Why put a weakness right in the middle of your back with a big old purple dot on it?
Cyberpunk, your rules. If you'd rather sneak around, hide, and strike from the shadows, no
I'd
problem.
rather kill her.
Just develop your net running skills to get around obstacles or hack into enemy tech to have it do the dirty work for you.
Are you doing that?
Net running
Is that what you're
abilities
doing?
mean hacking skills that let us use our cyber deck to breach access points. For this, we fill the buffer of our cyber deck with a string of instructions represented by these letters and numbers. Matching the instructions for basic access grants us control of devices connected to this network. The more instructions we match, the more
I
control
hate
we
hacking
gain over
mini
elements
games.
in the network. We can hack our way through in
I
numerous
already
ways.
failed on that.
A quick hack may grant us control of the
Freaking
security
hate this
camera.
kind of mini games.
Another one should let us tweak the difficulty of the training bot to create a distraction.
What are you doing? You're hacking?
With our nanowire,
What?
we can
You just hacked the
hack
robot
this
and kill the guy.
from a distance.
That's great.
That's insane.
In this world, almost everything is connected to a local network. And that means it can be hacked.
Ours is a wolf.
This game comes across like a mix of Deus Ex and Prey to me, which are like two games I absolutely loved.
Which brings us back to cyberspace. You don't get to do anything in the net unnoticed. There's always someone watching. It could be corpos, or even worse, it could be Netwatch. And that is exactly the case here.
Who is they?
Netwatch. They always out to fuck us.
Netwatch and the Voodoo Boys are like fire and ice. The first of these wants to maintain the old order and protect people from AI anarchy originating from beyond the Black Wall. The Voodoo Boys want to establish contact with the free AIs. They believe this will enable their boundless expansion on the net and grant them the upper hand over Netwatch. Netwatch sees this as the end of the world. Both are right.
Whoa, hey.
How you deal with the Netwatch agent is entirely up to you. Do we side with the gang? Choosing to be on Netwatch's bad side is never wise. But can we really trust the Voodoo Boys?
You set me up.
As you can see, we have
just
many possible
nobody.
options. But in each case, we take a risk.
Think I'll just stick to my plan.
What just happened?
That didn't work out well. In the world of Cyberpunk, few things go
You
as
just
planned.
killed yourself.
And that was just a glimpse of how complex the branching storyline in Cyberpunk 2077 can get. Every decision you make will have consequences. Your choices will shape how the world reacts to you and affect your relationships with those around you. One of those relationships is special. Ever heard of Johnny Silverhand? A rebel rocker boy who will be your companion throughout your adventure in Night City?
Come on, really think they give a rat's dick how you look?
Like everyone in Cyberpunk 2077, he has his own agenda. You'll decide if he'll be your ally or your enemy. And that chip in your head, the one thanks to which Johnny lives inside your mind. Well, that's a story for another time.
I think I just get excited because of Johnny.
I get a feeling he's going to betray you. He's got to factor in as some sort of storyline twist in order to have him that prominent in the game.
He'll be your friend at first.
Be your friend. Although they make it clear, like, he's got his own agenda. And when the minute they say something like that, you know that agenda is not your agenda. It's going to be at your sacrifice.
So there's 3 that you have to decide which.
I think
you're
there's more
gonna
than
be.
that. It sounds like there's multiple gangs, and at some point you're going to be either fighting them or have to have some tenuous alliances with them, and with multiple districts. If anything, it sounds like because there are 6 districts, there's probably at least 6 gangs, and depending on how you complete that, it's going to affect the branching storyline.
No, but the big gangs, the voodoo, or you want to go with the network.
I don't know. I don't know if they only revealed the, the ones here, like the animals, right, and whatnot,
Right.
or if there's more that they haven't revealed. I get a feeling they haven't revealed everything yet. Because if you give everything away now, then some of the mystery is gone.
games
Yeah, all they did was just give a snapshot to be able to give you a sense of, really
How
in this
to
case, it's just
play.
how complex it is. Exactly. It's not just a run and gun, pew, 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 and you fight, you're done. You have many, many kind of choices of
Right.
how you can play it and how the story evolves.
You
which
have
is
to make a decision.
awesome.
A good decision. Although, who knows what a good decision
I don't think there is a
will
good
be.
decision.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those games, no matter what choice you make, something bad is going to happen from it. You're going to get further in the game, but it's going to hurt you.
There's always a consequences at the end of
That's
your
life.
each
That's
decision.
life. You want to get married? Suffer the consequences. That's how it works.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness, this game looks just phenomenal.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
I can't wait for you to play this.
I know.
And watch you
Still
play.
like a half year to go.
What?
At least, yeah. It's not till April of next
Oh my
year.
gosh. My gosh.
I wish there's a way I could just go into a coma. I guess like you just hit me over the head with a frying pan, Ludette, and just hope that you didn't hit me too hard and I wake up from a coma 6 months from now.
Oh my god. That's a lot of money and we will be broke. Exciting.
Awesome game, y'all.